Podcast New York.
Am I coming in clear? Yeah, it's freezing.
We're coming to you from Antarctica.
Yeah,
Mike's
live from the ice cube. How you been? How you been, Chris Ranger? How you doing?
I've been okay.
Tell me about it.
Did Nick take this picture himself?
Actually, no.
Found it from the internet.
Honestly, I don't know where we got that from,
right.
but I do know that Nick designed pretty much 95% of this.
What? I think that's by Bear Mountain.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
But the actual logo of Podcast New York, Nick did most of the work, if not all.
He drew it up.
No, we did pay for somebody to do something, and we didn't really like what he did, and then Nick kind of redid what he did.
So he took this and changed it and made it into
like
this,
kind of made it
similar
look
to
the way he intended it
Gotcha.
to look. Not the he kind of described it to the guy, and he didn't really like it. And then Nick was like, he sent me like 6 different things.
Logos.
And then he asked me which one I liked, and I thought this one looked good.
Are they still doing their podcast?
No, I haven't. Dueling Decades has not been doing anything. I don't know if I wouldn't say that they're done, but they're not doing anything.
All right.
You can still buy these shirts.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like on the VO Rangers our Facebook page or on our feed we get the Rhode Island Con stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pops up for every year.
Yeah,
shit going on.
That was funny. That was a fun trip because it's not every day you see somebody propose in front of the hot dogs. You know,
I mean, I had never been to a con, so I only go by TV and movies, and it lived up to all that crap.
All your expectations.
I've never seen a nerdier guy with a nerdier girl. And I'm right there. I heard everything they said. Oh, you've been acting weird all day. You couldn't pose at the fucking hot dog stand by the bathrooms.
You couldn't wait. You couldn't even wait till you got past the fucking nachos.
I don't know, like work out something with Pee Wee Herman. He was there. Or he could help you out. He would have helped you out. Give him $100.
Oh God. They did not look like they were gonna go see that guy.
They look like brother and sister.
Wow.
You're just like, nerd and nerdette.
Wow. All right.
And he kind of looked like fucking, honestly, like comic book guy.
Comic book guy. You called him a neckbeard, I believe.
Well, that too. Like, he didn't, you know what? He looked like, I really, like that stereotype. I didn't think it was, like, I hadn't really come across these people, and they were like all over the fucking place. I'm like, holy shit, it's really true.
Yeah.
Like true. I kind of wanted to punch one.
You kind of wanted to punch one.
Like, nerd! Like, and I'm all into fucking shit that's nerdy, but like I'm at the same time, I'm also a big sports fan. And I go outside, but I play a lot of video games.
You go outside?
I go outside.
They let you.
They let me out now.
Oh,
but I was like, oh my God. Like, it's like, I just didn't really have going to a con for the first time. We've talked about this a couple times. I was like, oh my God.
You know what the thing was?
Am I being punked?
This was
man. No one proposes at the bathroom stall. Like, the bathroom doors and the pretzel guy. Like, do you have any advice? Do you have any friends that give you advice?
And there were no salt in those pretzels. You know what I thought was interesting? It was just like, I guess what I wasn't expecting was I kind of thought going into it that the people that were there for the majority of it, like actually the bigger guys, the guys with like a little bit of the bigger names or somebody that you would think would have some interest, like, some following.
Yeah.
I almost assumed that they did this because they kind of wanted to do it, Mm-hmm. But some of them were there and you can just tell that they didn't want to be there. And I wasn't there for the Cusack one, but I heard that was bad.
There's definitely,
but
this is 2017 compared to like cons were a lot different when they first were a thing, and they've morphed into like now fucking Norm from Cheers is here.
Well, that's what I want to talk about. You were there with me, right?
Anybody,
and Norm did look like he did not want to fucking
be there. He's like, how, checking his watch, might as well have been, and like, okay, I answer a couple questions, get the fuck out of here. Where's my check?
That guy wanted
he needs to make some extra money.
That guy wanted him to drink a beer with him, and he
so fucking bad.
And then he poured that warm ass beer, and he didn't take one sip of it.
Like, I know they're doing like a little show, like with guy with trying to emceeing, trying to be that, but it's like, and I've never been like, there's like, you go to like, there's different rooms with people doing interviews, and then there's like, remember we went into the one, I think we just went in there to sit down. It was like collecting of comics or some shit, and what to was it comics? I don't even know. It was might have been something else, and it was just about value of like Pokemon cards. I don't know. It was something. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, who the fuck is sitting in? We sat in there for like 10 minutes, just kind of really just to sit the fuck down, and we walked the fuck out. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
I guess I just didn't know what to expect. And
I really didn't either. Yeah. I'm only going off like.
I have no idea. I had never been.
Like, a lot of people are dressed up. No, that's cool. It's
some of it was cool.
I like it. People get into it. It's some cool costumes.
But all right, like for instance, like we went to that after party, like the one where like I think the Revenge of the Nerds cast was supposed to be there and they didn't show up. Yeah. And remember, like we were playing, like they had like an N64 set up. Yeah. And we were playing Mario Kart with broken controllers, and then the one guy won. And like he like got up like he wrecked house, and I looked at him like, my joystick's broken, buddy.
It's Mario Kart, dude. Like,
fuck you, motherfucker.
Whatever.
Yeah. Sorry. Broken joystick.
I know. Like he's dressed like Naruto, and he starts dancing after like.
Had fucking cloth shoes.
Like, this is probably your system. You probably would have brought it. Like, who brought these systems?
You sabotaged the control. You gave me a fucking Mad Cats.
You know what's funny about? There were some strange third-party controllers for the N64. There was one that was like shaped like a fucking banana. I remember playing.
Oh yeah, did you fuck that too?
Anyway,
how do you play that one?
I don't know. Gotta peel it first.
No, but how do you? No, seriously.
I don't remember. This is a long time ago, but like, it was like, you okay over there, Mike?
I'm sorry. I'm
having a good time.
Oh, fuck. That gummy hit me hard. That's how we do it here in the Video Rangers Podcast Garage Studios, where it's borderline fucking igloo.
It's about 38 degrees.
Yeah,
here.
It's about 38 degrees here.
We got a heater.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Fucking Kurt Russell's here.
I like how the TV's got the color pattern. Wow, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Doesn't that throw you back there?
It just goes blue now.
Yeah. We're here in the studios, and we've got the vintage
1989
RCA 1989. Things like furniture. It's wood grain. It's lovely. Heavy.
I bet it is heavy.
Yeah. The journey that this thing has been on.
How much did you? So you and another guy picked it up, right?
So actually,
when 3 people?
No, actually, when Nick and I were building the studio that failed, we were thinking of setting up, a like kind of a Wayne's World style portion of the studio that maybe people would use for videos and shit.
Yes.
And so we set out to like kind of build like maybe a living room that you would have saw as a kid, Mm-hmm. And I started looking for these TVs, and I found it for $25. It was a condo, but it was 3 floors, and this older woman was selling her townhouse, and she had this TV in her basement, and her grandkids grew up watching videos on it and everything. And she didn't need it anymore, so
probably just sitting.
But the thing was, it was in this basement living room. It was finished. It was on a rug and everything, and it was in great condition. And then but the problem was we had to get it upstairs, and this thing's a fucking beast, man. And then, we got it in the car, drove it all, the 30 minutes or whatever it was. And then hike it up some more fucking stairs.
An elevator though,
You know,
right?
we did have an elevator, but we had to get it to the elevator.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's far.
Well, and then we were kicked
I
out.
made the walk.
You know, then we lost the studio.
Yeah,
and
take it out of there.
Yeah, then brought it here. I had it downstairs, and then our good friend, the friend with no soul, helped me bring it upstairs. And,
all right.
Here we are in the Igloo studio.
The Igloo studio.
It's fucking freezing. It's freezing.
You got this triangle roof. It's like we're up
in we're losing heat.
We're up in upstate New York.
Yep. Oh yeah, beautiful.
Make sure the snow goes off.
Catskills, everybody. Mm-hmm. Dangerfield used to play down the road. The Incredible Hulk lives up here.
I thought he was dead.
Mark
Ruffalo.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, not fucking, the guy. I'm forgetting his name right now.
Did Perry Como play in the Catskills?
I'm sure he did. I mean, how did he not? I know Jerry Lewis used to wait tables here. Yeah. He would wait the tables. That's how he talks.
Like how your voice, like you get a little New York accent every now and then.
Oh, yeah, every now and then.
You twist it.
Every now and then. Mm-hmm. When you have Vinny Boombots living down the street from you.
Oh God.
And fucking Fat Joey from Jersey. I got a funny story about that kid. So
welcome about Cotter Joe?
No, this is not.
Okay.
No. My uncle has nothing to do with this.
Uh-huh.
So this kid was
the guy you worked at the beverage place with?
Who?
Fat Joey?
Oh no. This is a kid that was in my neighborhood when I was so I'm like probably 5 or 6 years old, and he's 2.5 years older than me, but he's a big kid and he's heavy, Yep. And he was always like a fucking jerk off,
Sure.
Like we didn't really like him, but he had those like Star Wars swords that had like the ends cut off, so like they were like wolf ball bats with the ends cut off, so when you swung them, it made the fucking sound.
Yeah, gotcha.
So that's the only reason you play with him. And one time, somebody beat the shit out of him with that thing. Yeah. But anyway, so we, you knew the neighborhood that I grew up in, and it was, it was a newer development, and you could walk into like the wooded area, and there was like this open, sewer, but like like the big kind, like it.
Yeah, we kind of had something similar to that in my neighborhood.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be anywhere near it. You could walk in.
It was tall enough I could walk in without even bending probably as a kid.
So
it was a storm sewer. It wasn't like sewage.
So it's me, Fat Joey, and this other kid that we know who gave himself a really bad haircut. And
I know that.
Yeah. So and
I know that kid.
Yeah. So we would walk into this thing. And we'd walk like only
with
so
a
far.
Flashlight at least?
Yeah. We'd go on an adventure.
Okay.
Watch Stand By Me. We go on an adventure. Yeah, exactly. That's how everything felt. Like everything was Goonies to me. Like me and my friends were going to go on an adventure. So we walked pretty far, and we don't get much, and we walk back, and when we walk back, the gate had been closed and locked. Right. So at first you're like, holy shit, right?
Yeah, it's freak out time.
But I'm only 5 and I'm tiny and I can fit right through these bars.
Oh, did you?
And so can our friend who gave himself the bad haircut. But Fat Joey could not. And Fat Joey was left.
Did you help Fat Joey?
No, I didn't help Fat Joey.
Why didn't you help Fat Joey?
And neither did our friend with the bad haircut.
Damn, that's terrible.
And he was older than me, and he probably should have helped.
Who had the flashlight?
I think we all had flashlights.
Oh, you all had flashlights.
Yeah,
okay.
we didn't take it. We weren't that cruel. And so, I think the whole reason why I didn't say anything because I knew I would get in trouble. Okay. And I think that was probably the other problem. You know what I mean?
Now you have to call the
anyway, so
you're not 5 years old making anonymous calls.
The fucking sun goes down, right? And then that's when
How long was he there for? Like an hour?
I don't know, a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours. Anyway, so like fucking yes, it was definitely like dusk era
when you were leaving.
But now it's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And now his parents are looking for him and shit. And that's when because he lived right next door to our friend with the bad haircut.
Yes.
Like right next door, they go to his house. And so this never comes to me. My parents know nothing of this. So and he tells them where he is. They had to go fucking down there and let this kid out.
What, they have to call the water department? Like,
well, they called the New Windsor Police Department.
Who the fuck locked the gate?
I think that it was just finally, maybe that thing had been open for so long. Maybe that was just the day where they were like, hey, we're going to lock this up. Maybe somebody called and said kids kept going in.
I know, but that's like the strange part. Who, like, you never found out who locked that gate.
No, but.
Yeah, but like maybe there was like another kid that didn't like you guys.
Oh, possibly. You know the neighborhood I grew up in.
That's what I think happened.
Fucking demon children.
Yes.
Their weird fucking behavior.
We could do a podcast on
just on
all
that.
the stories.
Right.
From your neighborhood.
Fucking.
We could do like probably 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when you
we have to figure out which ones we've already told.
when you hear stories about kids like that have like, you know, you hear like back in the day, like how it used to be where like fucking kids would like do really dangerous shit all the time.
Yes.
You know, like unsupervised. Oh yeah, no, but I'm talking about
did some stuff.
Yes, but I was older then. I'm talking about like I'm only like 6-7 years old, and all these kids are 2 to 3 years older than me.
That's a dangerous.
'Cause I'm the youngest in the neighborhood.
That's dangerous.
And the shit they were fucking doing, man. And I would be like, you know, like the one kid that fucking, you know, tried to kill his mother with a butter knife.
And then kid stuck his brother in the oven.
He did. Yeah. Yeah, that's not funny. He didn't turn it on though.
Yeah,
but he put him in there.
Frightening.
You know? Like, what the fuck, dude?
The oven?
Yeah. So, you know what I did one time, and this was fucked up. And I think I only did this because I would get picked on all the time, and it was like kind of my opportunity to kind of do it to somebody else, I guess. And I'm young. I'm 7 years old.
Fair enough, man.
All right. So you remember the He-Man toy with the, you know, like the slime?
I do. I had that one.
Okay, so
I had that toy.
So do you remember how the slime came?
In like a Play-Doh can. Kinda.
Yes. So we have it, right? And we're looking at it, and I was like, oh man, wouldn't it be funny if we like put it in your sister's panties and then we just give her a wedgie? You know? Mm-hmm. I didn't say panties. I said underwear.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I don't like that word.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Creeps me out for some
reason.
reason.
I'm sorry I said it. We're gonna edit. Maybe we get rid of that.
Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, and we did it, and they had to throw the underwear because they couldn't get it out. It like really stuck to the fucking
fetish
cotton.
After that.
No, like we're kids, man. Like
I know, but where do you think fetishes start, Mike?
Oh fuck! I hope I'm not responsible for that shit. So yeah, weird conversation that we've been having so far. What have you been up to since the last recording?
Ah, God, man. So there was another part to the prison story that I told the last episode.
Oh yeah,
that I forgot to tell. It's not long or anything. So if you remember that story, I'm at a prison that's not a like minimum, and I had to hang out with like a woman, a lady guard, while mechanics went upstairs to try to like they were just told. They told me they were just going to bring stuff up there. They ended up like doing the job. So they're there for a long time, but we didn't know that. At some point, another lady guard comes up to what we were just hanging out. So like an hour goes by. So I'm thinking like, did something happen? Because they were supposed to be back by now. But anyway, hey, I'm getting off shift or I'm leaving, whatever. She goes, do you want my radio? Nah, I don't need your radio. Whatever. Like, you don't have a radio? Why don't you have a radio? This is how things go wrong, Mike. We need radios, man. We're in a prison. This isn't fucking like day camp.
So
now the people have gone missing basically because we don't know what they're supposed to be back.
There's no radios?
Her partner has a radio.
Why does only one person have radios?
That's what I mean. And then she's offering you a radio. Why would we don't need a radio like this? Dude, this isn't the fucking like the mall.
Absolutely, you need a fucking radio.
I don't know what's coming past that door if shit goes down.
Yeah,
and then
we don't know what's going on.
I'm jumping in my truck and I'm ramming anything that moves, gates, people, whatever. But it's like this is going through my mind. Lady, you've been working here too long. I know not a lot of shit happens. It's probably 99%. They're locked up and nothing happens. But fuck, dude, this is the perfect storm for shit to go down.
No, this is terrible.
We can't call for help, lady. Take the fucking radio.
This is awful news.
And, wow. I'm just like, I'm just like befuddled. Like
you should be.
You must be a fucking moron.
You should be. This is
You're
terrible.
a dumb person.
Like, what do you think? Like, unless fucking Nick Cage is fucking walking through that door.
Like, thankfully nothing happened.
Oh, thankfully.
And this is why she didn't take
we
the
wouldn't be
radio,
able to record the
nothing
episode.
Happens.
Yeah.
But fucking Christ, when you need that radio, you fucking need that radio.
Absolutely. There's even a panic button on the radio.
One.
Yes.
To deny it is like, that's the thing. We're not at like fucking the amusement park.
Please don't tell me she said, "Oh, I have a cell phone."
We are like,
I'll send a text message
the most
as they bum rush me.
place where things could happen if things keep going wrong.
No. What prison were you at?
This is Fishkill.
Oh,
that's like
yeah.
It's
got kill in the name, you know.
I think that's the Dutch, but it's a dangerous one. It's mighty dangerous, Mike. They took my phones. I couldn't play games.
They took your phone. Well, that's serious.
I couldn't call for help. I'm glad.
How are they going to get their pussy pics? That's what they do. I saw it on television. That's what they do. They get pussy pictures in jail on cell phones.
The
girlfriends be sending the vajayjay pics.
The JJ pics.
My vajayjay is painted.
Oh, yikes. Mike,
Remember that?
Yeah, I do. It's way too old for making that reference.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come up with some better stuff, man. Making Oprah references? Trying to entertain people, man.
That's our target audience.
This isn't Talk Soup.
All
15 years ago.
Get the fuck out of here.
But, yeah, that's fun stuff.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah. So very
Prison
different
riot can just come at any time. People are not expecting them. That's why we have radios.
Yeah. Man, I didn't realize the severity of the situation the last time you told this story.
No, I mean the part was a little different.
Yeah.
I forgot that part. And I thought it was worth mentioning.
No, it definitely is.
Who knows? Whatever.
Definitely is.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Considering, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
What you been up to, Mike?
Well, not a whole lot of nothing. But yeah, not a whole lot of nothing.
You got any more TV or movie ideas?
No, I didn't write anything down. This was kind of I didn't know we were going to really do this.
Yeah, I called you at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
I just threw it out there as either just to hang out or
podcast, and I haven't really been working on anything.
I understand. Yeah, I know. I thought that's sometimes how it's going to be, though, unfortunately.
And, I mean, we're in November right now, so we missed Frighttober.
Yes. So we're giving you November?
Kind of.
No?
Not really.
Maybe?
No.
Oh, yeah, we might not be doing
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to do that. You know?
We're probably not going to.
I don't know.
We'll
I don't know if we could fit something
in.
in.
December by then.
Well, I think it would have to be early December if we.
We'll try.
But we'll talk about it.
Either we'll do a horror movie or we'll do
an episode of
or
TV.
Something.
We'll do that.
Something we find interesting.
Yeah. But we'll try to work something out.
Yeah, it sucks you missed Frighttober there.
Yeah.
October's a busy month. You got kids.
Yeah.
I gotta go pumpkin fucking picking and
honestly,
and then
what we should have done is record in September is probably what we should have done.
Dude, we had to go. So we go pumpkin picking one weekend. And then
which is fucking expensive.
Oh, they're having some fucking Halloween thing at some other fucking town. We gotta go there. Like it was like the fucking worst. Like why can't we just fucking stay home?
I know, because it wasn't like that when we were kids.
We had to do with on every goddamn weekend.
You know what's funny though? I loved it. I really did. I loved every minute.
When you were a kid?
No, just like taking my kid around and shit. I just fucking loved it.
I like the one place we went to because it was a nice thing, but like she heard of something going on and it was like a last minute thing and it sucked. And it's like we did a pumpkin thing and we're gonna still do Halloween. That's 2 things in the month. Why do we gotta do another thing?
Yeah. You know what honestly would have been nice? If you had actually come up here, because there was a bunch of free stuff all in one night.
Yeah.
And we could all walk to it.
I wish we did.
Yeah. You know what? Next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. See if we're still friends. I guess you gotta fucking make decisions with the new year coming and shit. Oh man. Oh boy. So what are you drinking over there?
Oh, I'm just drinking Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Yeah. At least the room's keeping it cold.
That is true.
Dude, it's fucking freezing in here. What a different episode that you're getting from the Video Rangers podcast. This gets released, I mean.
If you like Oktoberfest beer, it's very expensive these days.
Very.
I'm getting like a 28 pack from BJ's that's cost effective.
Yeah.
For quality beer.
From BJ's.
But if you really want a good deal on Oktoberfest, because
it isn't like BJ's.
It goes for fucking more than $16, $17 for just a 12 pack. Get yourself a Genesee. If you can find some Genesee Oktoberfest, $12.49 at Wegmans. Words. And I only go to Wegmans because my job was nearby. That's an expensive
Wegmans.
Hoity-toity fucking
which Wegmans? Which Wegmans did you go to?
In Harrison, New York.
Really? There's a Wegmans in Harrison?
Yeah.
I thought they fucking were all out in Buffalo. Yeah, I know where Harrison is. Yeah. Our other friends,
it's really nice. One of the nicest supermarkets I've ever been to. Yeah. Honestly. He had a little toy train going around.
But
I was impressed.
Wegmans is primarily a Western New York.
Is it? I didn't know that. There's one there.
There's one in the city.
Yes.
But primarily they don't come east of Buffalo and Syracuse.
Yeah, we got Whole Foods and shit. Yeah. Like a fancy, and the Chico's of fancy supermarkets.
The Chico's they do have quality stuff if you go to the Brewster one.
I was more impressed. This Wegmans had
this is the most local conversation.
Know, it's strange. But
sorry, everybody.
I just got to give them this one. They had it was like a beer store. Like they had better selection. They had a shitload of beer.
Yeah.
Like selection wise, you go to most supermarkets, all fucking bullshit, and then maybe some craft crap. This had like all sorts of stuff you could get. Like better than some beer stores, and like I said, some pretty good prices. Even the expensive Oktoberfest, we could reasonably priced, even though it's not anymore. But I mean, there's some beer stores that it's even higher. So I was super impressed, And they had the Genesee. I'm like, I couldn't believe the price. I had it like previously, and it was cheap, and I found it there. I gotta say, like it's a top-notch beer, Oktoberfest, and for the price. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I've only had like 2 Oktoberfest I really didn't like.
Yeah.
It's just like one of my favorites. So to find something that's like, reasonable is amazing. But yeah, I couldn't believe they have it's like a goddamn beer store. In the corner, the one section they have of the store.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Man.
Huge selection.
Well, that's good. I like choices.
Well, I mean, if we go to ShopRite or it's piss poor. It's piss poor beer selection. They used to have 4 or 5 pumpkin beers at this time and 4 or 5 Oktoberfest. You're lucky to get one of each.
I guess they didn't sell.
They don't. Yeah, I guess
they must have not sold.
They don't have any. They stopped 3 or 4 years ago. They just stopped selling that shit.
I don't know. I think there's just
sad.
In a lot of ways, there's too many choices. But
I know there's so many breweries, but God, if you're gonna do seasonal, at least throw a couple fucking our way.
Yeah.
Fuck the craft shit. I'm kind of sick of fucking IPAs and fucking
I don't actually like any IPAs.
I don't really like them either. I got on a little bit of a tangent with them, but at the end of the day, I really don't want to fucking. They're not gonna be something I want to drink all the fucking time.
Yeah. You're listening to Beer Talk with the Video Rangers podcast, where we've gone completely off. This is a different conversation. We usually don't do this.
It's cold.
It's cold in here, and I think that's what's causing some of it. So we at the Video Rangers really enjoy it when people send us messages and mail and, they give us likes and stuff on our social media.
Sure, why not?
It's always fun. And we really enjoy engaging with you, but some of you have become just a little bit too friendly lately. And we're going to have to run through this because it's actually a little disturbing. I think both Chris and I are feared for our lives.
I don't think it's ever happened. We got one that one review that guy hated us. He said we were liberals.
He said we were liberals.
That was strange.
Listen, sir. I like my shower scenes like anybody.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what? That was strange. It's not really a political show. I'm sure we might have went one direction one time, but I don't
think we're that political.
It was just strange.
We took a stance on rape. We both agreed it was bad.
Because we were liberals.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Further from the truth. But here, anyway, we have an individual who You know, I don't know.
6:55 a.m. too.
6:55 a.m. Well, we don't know what coast he's on.
I don't.
We don't know even if he could be European. We don't know.
He
We're not going to
might
name
be.
names.
He might be.
We're not naming names.
He could be foreign.
But, I mean, you know, he started off all right. You know, he told us about how he just found us and he would love to listen to us. He's not really like he's not that big into horror and everything, but he's like, you know, likes Freddy.
Yeah.
You know, he likes Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah.
You know
who that is?
No.
I didn't know who it was at first.
Yeah.
I forgot. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
Give me the power.
Just say Chucky. What the fuck?
Well, he's weird. Anyway, so,
Exactly.
he wanted to know if we do. He thinks we're radical anyway, right? And which I enjoy. But then
I do hope
out of nowhere, he just says, you know, I still tug it to Cassandra Peterson. Elvira.
Yeah. And
yeah, all right, man.
Honestly, I read the first little paragraph he wrote, which was a little long, and I was going to respond, and then I saw what he wrote under it. I'm like, what? And I kind of like noped out of there. Like, okay, I'm just going to let you fucking, sit in the breeze. I don't know if I want to interact with you.
Yeah. That was,
It was just strange.
So we didn't say anything. It was just a little weird.
We just let him
all right, I'm not going to respond.
He sent a couple more things.
Yeah, because I thought it was kind of weird.
Well, this is when it got weird. Yeah. The third post.
But when he said that, I was like, all right, this has to be like a bot or something.
I thought maybe it was.
So,
I thought maybe, I don't know, who tells someone about their masturbation habits, total strangers? I don't know. Mike, you got any bananas?
Yeah, exactly.
That's for comedy, damn it. It's for comedy.
Yeah, I understand.
We're doing a show here.
Yeah, but we're not
These are different circumstances.
You're choosing to listen to me. I'm not like fucking your ears. You know what I mean?
I told Mike, and this got later on. I felt like a girl who gets dick pics, unsolicited dick pics. I felt violated.
Yeah, I did too.
So
now I understand.
He goes a nice little paragraph where he wants to listen to us, tells him about things he likes.
Tells us that he tugs it.
Tells he tugs it to Cassandra Peterson.
Peterson.
Excuse me.
Peterson.
And then a little bit later.
All right, follows it up. All right, now this is what? Is this 8:57? This is what day was this? All right. Yeah, so this is 8:57 p.m. and it says, now mind you, we haven't responded. It says, it was awesome to tug to her. It felt so good. Who tugs?
I'm out.
Who tugs?
After that, I'm definitely out. I'm just leaving you blown in the wind, dude.
You keep tugging yourself. You're not going to be hungry for lunch.
Just go away at this point. I don't want anything to do with it. I could.
All right. So anyway. So now, all right.
Get out of here.
So this is
leave,
like,
sir.
This is what, like 2 days later? At like 9:43 in the morning, and it says, "Why no response? Are you fakery?" What the fuck is fakery?
I don't know, what does that mean?
All right, anyway. So now, a few days later, this is Wednesday. Okay, I'm done with you. Screw you. You are fakery. Okay.
Like, dude, okay, yeah, maybe we are fakery. Then just go away then.
Yeah.
Go away.
All right, we apologize.
We didn't respond to you at all.
We're fakery. Anyway, so then...
Maybe we died. We could have died or something. Or we just abandoned the fucking podcast.
Exactly.
For all he knows.
How do you know?
How many episodes?
How do you know?
We really stopped to some point to a degree.
How do you know I'm not locked in a sewer somewhere? Like, all right. Anyway, so, by this point, Chris and I have hatched this out, and I'm like,
text each other about this.
All right. So maybe
this is odd.
Maybe I should respond, and I'm not going to be a dick, but let me just respond. So I thought it'd be funny to say, we're sorry. The mailbox you've reached is full and cannot accept messages, and then
whatever.
And then his response was, because you're fakery. Facebook Messenger is not a mailbox. You are too scared. What? Why am I scared?
I don't know. Is he foreign? I don't know.
I have no idea. And then he says,
everything's weird.
You just read it, so it's not full. You are fakery. You are a liar. Why don't you block me? Are you scared?
Well, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Now you are typing, so your mailbox was not full.
Oh, okay.
I'm fucking fakery. What do you want from me? Anyway.
Now, did you write this?
Yes.
This next one?
Yeah, and then I told him, I was like, all right, listen. You can listen to your...
See, I thought this was going to go... After this, because it started going, okay, he's turning, and we're going to have a conversation.
And then we're going to
have a little fun with you.
Yeah. we're going to become friends.
Yes, that's what I thought.
On our quest to friendship.
I thought this was going to turn out.
So I told him, you can listen to your favorite episodes of the Video Rangers podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Thank you for being a loyal fan of the Video Rangers podcast.
Blah, blah,
I thought
blah.
I was being very
And
courteous.
He said something like he needed to do research on us, and he didn't know how to listen to us in the first
He was nuts. He says, I listen to your podcast every day while I work.
Okay, well, you just lied in the beginning then. You just said you couldn't find where you could listen to us.
And you're listening to me every day while you're at work. Does your boss know about this? He said, I'm scared now. What's going to happen to me? I'm not doing anything.
I don't know what that means.
I'm just a guy recording in a fucking igloo.
What is What movies? Is there a movie called Terrifier?
Yes, and I don't want to watch it. I'm not into those movies. Why don't
you do Terrifier?
Yeah, I don't want to do that because it's
clown is it a newer movie?
It's one of the newer horror movies, and it's like it's fucked up, and I hear it's great, but it's just not my style. I don't like that shit.
Like torture fucking.
It's just
horror.
It just sounds like it's not something I'm gonna like. So
and now this is Mike.
All right. Well, I don't know if this is Santa Crop or not. All right.
Well, who else would it be?
So he says,
you rewrite that.
Yeah, I think we said, "Are you fakery?"
Oh, it wasn't me. I didn't
do it.
Oh, so that's him.
So somebody else said, "Are you fakery?" That's got to be Santa Crop.
That's
Santa Claus Ranger. So he says, "Are you fakery?" And he says, "Nope, I'm a real guy." And then Mike says, "Hello, real guy. You've reached the Video Rangers chat assistant. How can I help you? By any chance, are you related to Jan Michael Vincent?" That was me. I said, "By any chance, are you related to Jan Michael Vincent?" And he's not.
No.
I don't think anybody thought he was.
But
he doesn't know who it is. So he doesn't know who it is, which means he has not listened to the fucking Hooper episode.
No.
For damn sure.
Is he fakery?
Yeah. No, is he fakery? No, he's a real guy, and he's a fucking asshole. And he was on Airwolf.
Yeah, he was like the biggest
You listen to our podcast
ever.
every day.
He's like the biggest scumbag actor.
Yeah, and you don't know who Jan Michael Vincent is. Nobody is more Jan Michael Vincent than Jan Michael Vincent.
He stepped on puppies.
Yeah,
I'm scumbag.
Anyway, so, and then, Santa Crop says, "Hey, has anybody told you give off real single white female vibes?" Which, fuck. That's a movie you don't hear.
No, you don't. That's a good one.
Good job, Mike. That's like that.
That's a reference.
That's like you just show up to the party with a fucking Hand That Rocks the Cradle reference.
Yeah, that's
like holy shit.
They came out at the same time too.
What's next? The Crush. Fuck.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah, Poison Ivy. Ugh, hate that movie. All right, so he says, "Can I be Jennifer Jason Leigh? Steven Weber can fly me in on his wings. So who is Jan Michael Vincent, Mr. Fakery?
Sure.
Is this where you tell?" Is this where you tell us that you jerked off on the chance to meet Margot at what does that say?
You jerked off to her character in Margaret at Wedding?
That's got to be one of the fancy movies.
I'm not sure about that.
All right. So then he says, "Nope, never seen it. I just watched the scene and it was not hot at all. Next, please." You jerk off to the end of Sleepaway Camp, probably.
Dig us a little bit.
Yeah, you jerk off to the end of Sleepaway Camp.
Just tugging away on that ending for you.
Yeah,
I almost responded here. I almost wanted to, honestly.
Just tugging away on the ending for you. You have no comeback? Oh, okay, now you've opened up a can of worms here, sir. Thank you for expressing your displeasure. We have registered your complaint for our records. Please listen to future episodes of the Video Ranger podcast for masturbatory recommendations. He says, "Screw you guys. May I please block you now? We are sad to see you go. We will be willing to complete a survey regarding your experience with the Video Rangers podcast." And he says, "Hell yeah," right? So we don't have a survey. We're not.
He wrote 1.
Yeah. He says, on a scale of 1 to 5.
I didn't. He wrote 1. Dick. You've been listening to that work for months.
He said, on a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 not being at all likely and 5 being very likely, how closely related to Jan Michael Vincent are you? And he says 1. He says 1. All right. Well, how about this? On a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being never and 5 meaning all the time, how often do you tell random strangers on the internet that you masturbate to Elvira? And he says 1. Well, haven't you tugged to Cassandra Peterson? And he says, based on prior chat history, would like to reconsider your response to that question. And he says, why? I stand by it. I am not scared of you guys, and I want out. I want out of this game. Are you done now? Please stop.
Talking.
I'm very scared. What's going to happen next to me? All right, nothing's going to happen.
What is he talking about?
Nothing's going to happen. And then because your past search history suggests that you like masturbating to Cassandra Peterson, may I suggest the following Petersons to jerk off to? Sure thing. How do you know what I search for? I'm very scared of you guys. Debbie Peterson, Adrian Peterson, Scott Peterson.
Yes, the murderer.
Okay, thank you. I have to go now. Wow.
My parents need me. Is this
my parents need me? You look like you're fucking 50.
I don't know what this is. This a real? Is this a real person?
I don't know. Thank you for your patronage. You have been disconnected from this chat. Then we blocked him. Then we blocked him after that because it got weird.
It was just getting.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's going on about.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not doing anything to anybody. And we hope that you
can never find us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
well,
Christ.
I mean, we live all the way out in Arizona anyway. Nobody comes to the fucking, Scottsdale, Arizona, looking for the Video Rangers podcast.
I'm scared of the internet and people.
Are you a little worried? Are you worried about this?
No, really, but I'm I'm not always sure who you're talking to. It could be a dog.
Oh, didn't think about that.
Could be a bot. I don't know. It could be an AI bot.
I don't know. I think it was somebody just like messing around. Honestly,
it's just strange, and you hear like horrible stories.
I think it's just somebody fucking around.
That's what I think. I don't know. It's just strange answers.
Yeah, but they're blocked, so
they're very strange.
You don't have to worry about it anymore.
All right.
But yeah, that's what's going on. So please, I know we have, a lot of fans out there. We've got a lot of
in the tens.
Yeah, we've got
single digits.
A lot of Rangers out there, and you're just dying to.
I think this guy's gonna show his war face to. It sounds like one of those.
His war face? I hope not.
He's gonna shoot himself in a bathroom and kill his commanding officer.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Wow.
Reverse that. Switch it.
Yep. Strike that. Reverse it. Happy. Nah, nah, nah. Gonna have a good time. Hey. Nah, nah, nah. Gonna have a good time.
I love that line.
So
Stick
good.
around, and you might just learn something. He says it way better
Stick
than
around
I do.
and have some fun, and you might learn something too. All right. Fucking love this fucking show. It's so inspiring.
Goddamn Bill Cosby.
Goddamn you.
You're so damn charming.
Yep.
And then you had to just burn your legacy down.
You had the world on a string.
You didn't think you'd ever get caught, and now it's I can't even watch your television show anymore.
Well, until next time, if you've ever played in a junkyard playhouse, ready to believe you.
Podcast New York.